Alright, Tier 2 of Supercars exhibition. It's gonna be in Japan at Suzuka. So you got head-to-head, speed snap, and cup. So let's start with head-to-head, and looks like the game has chosen the Falcon FG X for me. So let's get just like what we did with Ultima, let's get the first round of cash upgrades going. It's just cash, so basic engine tuning, 0.7 PR boost for about 52,000 racing dollars. Alright, so we'll get that going. Just like Ultima, it's going to be 2.5 hour R&D time. And the drivetrain, same scenario, 48,200 racing dollars. Get that going. And the body, it's going to be 38,000. So it's a little cheaper, but also the PR boost is slightly less, 0.5 PR point boost. And a slightly less increase in top speed as well, 2 kph as opposed to 3 kph boost. Suspension, alright, general suspension tuning for 44,200 racing dollars, 0.7 PR boost. So we are mainly concerned about PR in these limited time series, or that's what we're getting these cars ready for. Exhaust, 43.7k of racing dollars for 0.7 PR boost. Excuse me. And the brakes, yep, 0.5. So I don't exactly remember how it was for Ultima, but I have a feeling these are, if not exactly identical, fairly close. The increase in performance aspect might be slightly different, but I have a feeling cost is going to be most likely comparable, if not identical, and I'm pretty sure the PR boost is going to be probably the same. So I'll have to go back and check on my previous video to really double check, but for now we get the tires and wheels, first tier upgrade going. And head-to-head single lapper, it's going to be at the West Circuit. And our opponent, let's find out which one of the three that we'll be pitting up against. That is Ultima, isn't it? Yep, Nissan. Alright, so it's going to be Nissan v Ford. Alright. See, I like Suzuka for VA Supercar, I think, because the curves are pretty fast curves. Like even this corner, I take it full throttle. Obviously this chicane or the corner is a bit harder corner. I didn't anticipate that properly. I got a little carried away. But this one should be pretty fast as well. But then of course the one before the bridge, we have to always anticipate that one. It's a harder turn than I always think it should be. Then the hairpin, yes, gotta have a hairpin. So, but is it not as deep of a hairpin as it is at Hockenheim? It feels like it. It might just be the fact that we don't carry as much speed heading into it. And of course, this final corner at the Suzuka West, if I didn't mess up, it would have been a pretty fast corner. And now we'll have to make sure we win. There we go. Nice and easy. And Oh yeah, I guess I didn't check out the liveries on this Ford Falcon because I like the default Monster energy drink. Alright, so obviously pretty slow lap time, minute 30, almost minute 26 for a West circuit. Isn't exactly anything to write home about, but that's alright. And took out, what, 4 service bars, so I'm expecting that's about 4 kilometers in length. So you see how I calculate the distance here. Alright, so that is gold trophy number 1 with the Ford. And up next we got Speed Snap at East. And yeah, let's check out the customization option here since I didn't get to see it in the last video. We got 4 options once again. So I do, as I said, I do like the default. And the 35 we got Big Mate Optus. Looks like some sort of a Wi-Fi provider. GRK Plumbing, alright. Frame Today. Alright, so sponsors. And number 56, Rabble Club. Alright. Not sure what these are, but well, I mean, we know they're sponsors. That's pretty cool. Letter R. That's kind of neat. You can obviously make those using basic shapes. So anytime I come across those, it's kind of neat. So for some other cars, that might be an option for customizing. So cool. Fram is, yes, not sure what it is, but there it is. And finally, 230 Milwaukee. Alright, the hardware, the tool provider. They do make their pretty nice quality, what do you call it? Tools, I guess, like power tools, right? I like their products. Wisconsin, right? Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I believe that's why they're called Milwaukee. At least that's the way I always thought. You know, you're from the town. Across the border from where I am. Anyway, Coca-Cola. When it's not red, that looks slightly different, doesn't it? It's black on white. Interesting. Alright, so that's kind of neat. I like this one as well. Fish Fanatics, so any fishing fans, there you go. Pretty cool. So yeah, I guess the Milwaukee logo is yet another pretty cool logo. Is it a Virgin? Yeah. Virgin Atlantic. Cool. Alright. Fuel. There you go. Anyway, we're not spending gold in the liveries. I'm sure the, what do you call it, upgrade discount for these cars will come our way at some point. Not saying anything that it's going to happen anytime soon, but they generally offer something at some point. Something at some point, I know, I'm being very vague here. Let's just say for 2016 cars, they've offered us upgrade discount. 2017, they haven't offered us any discount upgrades on these VA Supercars, so maybe they will come sometime this year. We'll see. But for now, let's get going on this Speed Snap at Suzuka East. Where does it take place? The first S, is that it? Alright, so what was the target? 167? Something like that? Yes, it is coming off of the first Parabolica, the large curve that starts the Suzuka S's. Alright, so 167 or something like that. So we're gonna have to try to hit 170 or something along that line. So 167. Okay, I gotta stay on track though. Did I get enough at the end? Nope, not quite enough. Okay, so the lesson there is you gotta stay on track. That's what I get for going off track. Alright, so yeah, it's like 167.98, so it's more like 168. And it was set by another Falcon FG X. So I should be able to beat that. Even running stock, right? I mean, I went off track and came barely in the second place, so if I actually managed to stay on track, imagine what I could accomplish here. Yeah, see? Easily done. There we go. Idling through the finish line there. Keeping that margin of victory small. So pretty tight win. Is it going to be necessary? Probably not for these exhibition series, but you know, old habits die hard. What can I say? Alright, so that's the second gold trophy of the Tier 2 at Suzuka. So one more to finish. Here at the Grand Prix circuit. It's going to be 2 laps maybe? Yep, so the format seems pretty similar across, well, at least the 2 tiers that we've gone through so far. And I don't see why they would change that up in the following tiers. So, of course, considering there are only 6 tiers, after this one, if we continue on with the Holden for next tier, that would be 50% completion. So we'll just keep on pressing through here. Alright, coming in first place, heading into the S's. So this is where these cars' grip really should shine. Come on. Alright, gotta be able to nail this entry into the Parabolica. So that's where we build up quite a bit of speed. And you know, help with our lap time. And then of course the hairpin. Okay, I should have straightened the steering coming out of the hairpin, but I didn't. I wasn't certain about the angle of exit there. Alright, tight on the inside, didn't quite make it. Alright, but certainly better than how I handled that same corner, the West Circuit, in that head-to-head. I don't think I can quite go flat out. But with that being said, it's still carrying a pretty good amount of speed, and then the final chicane, skidding through there, but nonetheless, we got about a kilometer of lead at the end of lap 1 with a lap time of about 1:55. Alright, lap 2, a bit of skidding there. Maybe I did need to brake a little bit earlier. Jump on the gas, go full throttle through the Parabolica here. 220, 230, 240. It's good speed. Let's see if I can make it through this without skidding better this time. Alright. Alright. Let's see what kind of time we get in the checkpoint number 2. I braked a little too early there. I should anticipate this exit more though. 114. Once again, not exactly anything to write home about. And of course, on this bridge, you can actually see other cars driving through. So let's have a look. Can we see the rest of the grid? I hear it, but I don't see. Ah, there we go. You can see them going under the bridge. That's kind of fun. How about the other side? Can we see? Okay, I gotta make sure I don't lose my lead. Can't really see, can you? There we go. It's kind of fun. Anyway, the brioche has finally caught up. So, oh, there were 2 of them. That's all right. Existent and the brioche. You guys can take the 2nd and 3rd place. Alright, those are the Fords as well, aren't they? Alright, so Hockenheim Grand Prix, we got 1,000 1,000 fame point for the effort. Let's see how much we get here. 1,200, so slightly more. The Suzuka slightly longer circuit, I don't know. Doesn't feel like it, but it must be. Because fame point is also kind of driven by the amount of distance that you cover as well. Anyway, 2 laps. Grand Prix circuit does put the car in red, so we'll put the Ford in for service as well while we wait on those upgrades to be completed. And yeah, so there's the last 3rd trophy, and then looks like we're gonna be at Laguna Seca for the 3rd tier, so that's where we'll get to test out the Commodore. So yep, that does it for Suzuka stint here with the Ford. So we'll move on and see you in US of A, California.